Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a how to PvP video. I made a how to PvP video a couple weeks ago, and for some reason a lot of you thought I was joking, but I was dead serious. Like, just do all those things and you'll be a god in Skywars. But I'm going to go ahead and take your guys' advice, and I'm going to make another how to PvP video. This is just a heads up for anyone, really. This is how I PvP. There are many variations of PvP, especially in Skywars. The way I PvP might not work for you, but maybe it will. Just a heads up, it might not. So, let's get into the video. Okay, guys, so I just joined a solo Skywars insane mode here, and this is the first step to the PvP guide of BigDaddyDrock. Now, one of the main things that you want to focus on is the speed and accuracy of your mouse when you are clicking the items inside of a chest. Now, I was actually not aware of this. Oh, careful with that guy. I was actually not aware of this, but I am very accurate when I'm clicking inside a chest, or even inside my inventory. Apparently most people, what they'll do, I'll give you an example right here. They'll just spam click like that and hope that they get everything. You should try to work on that and try to make it so where you need the least amount of clicks possible, because it's just going to end up being faster for you. Now, granted, I do click fast just to make sure I get everything, but I make sure I'm accurate when I'm doing it, so I'm not just clicking air. Now, that translates to the second thing, which is to be the fastest to mid. A lot of people's strategies, I said this in the intro, my strategy is very different from others. Or not very different, but it can be different. My strategy is to be the very first one to mid. To loot as many mid chests as possible before going to kill people. Because when you do this... Oh, wait. Okay. Because when you do this, you end up having the most OP armor. Look at me already. I have a diamond helmet, protection 4, diamond chestplate, diamond leggings, and diamond boots enchanted. This is why I end up winning a good amount of my games, is because I have the advantage armor-wise and weapon-wise. Most people confuse my strategy for the game for my PvP. I am not that good of a PvPer. I'm an okay PvPer. However, when you multiply how effective I am, PvP-wise, and my knowledge for strategy in the game, it ends up with a lot more wins. If you are a fantastic PvPer and you use my strategy, you'll probably win 4 out of every 5 games. You'll be like a Technoblade. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go over the first 2 steps again with you guys. So, step number 1 is you want to increase the accuracy and the speed of your clicks inside of a chest and inventory. So, look, again, very few clicks there. I click fast, but accurate. Now, the second thing that you're going to want to do, if you can hotkey, that's great. I don't know how to hotkey. So, if you do not know how to hotkey, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to learn to get used to your inventory being in whatever place it comes in. So for example, a lot of people, they'll change around their inventory so that their sword is in their first slot. However, I will have my sword in whatever slot and play with it like it is. Usually what I do is I will guide specific items according to where my sword is. So, for example, I will take any ender pearls that I find, and I will put them directly in front of my sword, right there where I just dropped. Now, what this allows me to do is if I ever get knocked off the edge, I'm immediately able to just scroll up 1, and boom, there's my ender pearl, and I just right click and I'm back. So that's how I'm able to pearl clutch so often. Now, My bow, I put directly below my sword. And those are typically the 3 items that actually matter to me. Everything else, as long as they're in my hotbar, I use them. Go ahead and eat, or I guess we'll just speed here. Get some combos. Alright, that's the other thing. Combos. Combos are a huge deal. Now, it seems that the best way to get combos, probably gonna hate me for saying this, is to click faster. A lot of people tend to have a clicking speed of like 4 to 6. If you look directly above my hunger bar, you will notice that my clicks go up to 8 or 9. I don't know why he just blew this up. Didn't make much sense. Come here. Let me see if I could show you my click speed. You're also going to want to become more accurate with a bow. That just takes practice, though. And then I knocked him off. Okay, look, maybe I can show you here. See, look, directly above my hotbar, you'll see those numbers. My maximum is 9. I very rarely go above 9. I can jitter click, but I'm not. I'm horrible at PvP if I jitter click. I'll show you an example here. Going up to 15. I believe my record is 17. So if you can jitter click and you could PvP well with it, I completely recommend you to do that. However, I do not know how to do that, so I just don't know how to do that. If you could do it, that's great. Another thing, I use different strategies for each map. Like I said before, my strategy is all about efficiency. Whichever map, not all maps can have the same strategy. So, for example, I actually didn't do this on this game. I should have, but I was focused. On this map, what I tend to do is I'll get this kit, the Ecologist, and I will build to mid, but I won't jump to mid. Instead, I'll build to mid, I'll go back to my island, and then get the loot, so that when I come back to mid, the bridge is already built for me. Now, what this does... Oh, hello. Oh, he's going to clean up. Oh, and he's just going to go straight for me. Okay. So now what this does is it allows for people to not be ready to shoot you off when you're bridging away. At the beginning of the game, most people will be getting the loot from their chests, while you are going to be bridging. This allows... It happens every once in a while. You will get knocked off every once in a while. Not too often, though. What this allows is for you to bridge to mid without anyone knocking you off. Nice and simple. You go back to your island, get the loot, and you come back to mid with the bridge already there. If you want, you can stay at your island, have the bridge ready, and then just get ready to knock people off as they're bridging to mid. Snowball, arrow, whatever, doesn't matter. Those are some quick, easy kills that you could get. Again, after you bridge to mid and you get your loot, go to mid, loot everything as fast as possible. Let me kill this guy over here. Alright. Another thing, always be aware of how many hearts you have. People tend to just click away and not really focus on how many hearts they have, but that is such a big deal. After every fight, if I have gapples, I eat a gapple. Unless there's someone right there, I eat a gapple. Just to bring up my hearts. So look, as you can see, I have my sword right here, and then, bam. Nope, okay, well I didn't do it there, but I think you get the gist of it. I'm able to go to my Ender Pearl immediately after I click. So let me... This guy's being annoying. I can't hit him. There we go. So let's come over here. Take advantage of your surroundings. As you can see, use the water. I use the water so I don't take any fall damage. Just try to do small things like that. It'll greatly help your win-loss percentage. Now, going back to what I said earlier about me not being a good PvPer. If you don't believe me, there have been hundreds, maybe thousands of times where a person with an extremely, maybe not extremely, but a relatively low kill-death ratio will absolutely destroy me. When I say relatively low, I mean maybe below 3. Below a 3 KD. If I check my stats right here, go SkyWars, my KD is a 6.65. If you go on plank.io, I think it's called, I am top 50 KD on the server. My win-loss is top 15 on the server. This is not because of my PvP. This is because of strategy. If you listen to what I am telling you and you use it effectively, you will greatly increase your win-loss ratio. Now, I actually took a break from Minecraft for about 6 months. In that 6-month period, I was worried the entire time that I would become bad at PvP. Before that 6-month period, my KD was a 4. 4 is a respectable KD. However, a 6, 6.5, it's obviously much better. Now, for some reason, come here please, thank you. As soon as I came back, I was watching some Minecraft PvP videos, and I noticed that a lot of people block hit. Which, when I was PvPing, I almost never did. So when I saw this, I was kind of confused. I was like, I thought that was like kind of a noob thing to do. You're not really supposed to block hit. But when I started block hitting, my kill death ratio went from 4 to 6, and it only kept getting higher. And so based on that, I'm going to go ahead and assume that it wasn't just me, and I got really lucky and something clicked inside my hands that made me jump from 4 to 6. But just by block hitting, I'm pretty sure your KD will increase by at least 1. So if you have a 2 KD, it'll probably increase to around a 3. So now don't get me wrong. Do not block hit in every single scenario. See, right here, I am not block hitting. It's only as soon as he starts hitting that I block hit. Got 6 kills there. So when you go to mid, also this is a side effect of going to mid first. When you go to mid, you tend to have a much higher amount of kills than everyone else. You're the first to mid, that's where everyone goes. You tend to get more kills if you win. So my KD, also based on that, went from 4 to 6 because of how many more kills I was getting per win. I would go from getting 2 to 3 kills per game to getting 4 to 6. My average is probably around 5 or 6. Most people would get pretty not lucky, but it's not common for a person to get 5 or 6 kills per game. Let's see if I can get this guy here. Oh, he almost stole my kill. That would have been cool. See, I didn't really need to block hit there just because I had strength. That is another thing. That is probably the most OP perk in all of Skywars is Bulldozer, the strength perk. If you can use strength properly, you will be a god at this game. You kill steal someone, not the best strategy, but if you kill steal someone, come here please. Sorry guys, I'm a little sick, so my nose is a little stuffy. you kill steal someone, and there's someone right next to you, 3 or 4 hits and they're dead. I used to be called Haxon all the time because I learned how to use Bulldozer at an early point in my SkyWars career. Be careful with this guy. So I tend not to use projectiles, but rather, okay, so I died there, so that wasn't a good example. He actually hit me from very far, 2 hits there, so that's a little weird. So he's either hacking or, I don't know, something weird happened there. But that's besides the point. I forgot where I was going. Cut. Okay, so that's right. So, when you use a bow, rather than using a projectile, such as a egg or a snowball, what tends to happen, in fact, what will always happen, is they will take a small amount of damage. It is a bow after all. An arrow tends to do damage to people. So, I like to use a bow and an arrow to knock them back a little bit and get my combo started. Then I switch quickly to my sword, which is directly above my bow at almost all times. I'll go ahead and switch that right now. And there's my combo. Now, granted, it won't work every single time. Sometimes the person knows exactly how to counter a combo. I tend to be one of those people. I'm not always able to counter it, but a lot of the times I will be able to. Come here, please. So, oh, okay. So let's see, maybe we could get that strength perk. Look, strength. And bam. So we got the strength perk, and we're able to kill him in around 1 to 2 hits. He was low, but we were still able to kill him. I got my strength perk right now, and look at that, another 2-hit kill. Strength perk is extremely vital. I'm really sorry, I'm all over the place here about strength and using projectiles, but the case... So like I was saying, you have to be able to use these strategies whenever possible, because it's a very random game. Anything can happen, really. There's not going to be any time... You're not going to go into a game saying, okay, I'm going to kill this person, and then I'm going to kill him with my strength. No, you have to be ready at any moment to use that strength to your advantage. So, it's a very random game. Just be ready for anything. And make sure to use projectiles. Like that. So, that's that. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Yeah, make sure to use projectiles whenever possible. Maybe I could get this guy, probably not. Nah, doesn't look like it. But it doesn't hurt to try. There's nothing wrong with trying to use projectiles. Nothing's gonna go wrong. Oh, okay, one other thing. Always be aware of what's going on around you. If you look at my videos, any one of my videos, and I'm PvPing, you will notice a lot of the time I tend to be in third person. This is because when I am in third person, what I am actually doing is checking for people behind me. I do not want to go up to someone, start fighting them, kill them, and then have someone clean me up. Now, this doesn't work all the time, because maybe the fight lasts longer than you expected. This happens to me all the time, actually. The fight lasts longer than you expected, and someone comes up behind you before... Where's the water? Right there. And someone comes up behind you while you're fighting, and they clean you up. It's just how the game goes. But what you could do to prevent that is by using F3, checking for people behind you. This person's just bow spamming me. Come on. Get knocked off. Get knocked off. There we go. Okay. Now, again, like I said, I'm not the best PvPer in the world. It's the strategy that I use. If I would have had the same armor as him, he might have not killed me, but it would have been a lot closer. I probably would have been at a heart or maybe even half a heart. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is Skywars is not all about PvP. It's 70% strategy, 30% PvP. If I was twice the PvP, if I was a Technoblade, I would actually probably be at Technoblade's level, because Technoblade actually uses both strategy and his PvP skills to win his games. I'll show you my stats again. My win percentage in Skywars is 61.5%. Technoblade's is around 72%. So I'm around 10% below him. If I were at Technoblade's PvP level, I would probably be at 72% or maybe even a bit higher at 80%. And one final thing, don't get mad. I said this in my fake how to PvP video, but that was actually one of the only serious things that I said in that video. Do not get mad. When you get mad, you tend to PvP worse. You get frustrated. You get angry. Games are meant to be fun, not to get angry. So that is where I'm going to leave off this video. Be happy when playing Minecraft. I tend to play the best when I'm happy, when I'm excited. So, yeah. Use these techniques that I'm telling you, that I told you today, and I guarantee you, maybe not guarantee, because like I said in the beginning of the video, there are different ways that you could PvP. Every certain way of PvPing doesn't work for everyone. But for a good amount of you, if you use the strategies that I told you today, you will get better. You will increase your win-loss ratio. You will increase your kill-death ratio. And of course, practice makes perfect. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace!